iPhone 4S having battery problems, we hear, and shake-ups at HP, also as Hewlett-Packard, also making news. Listen to this. Boy Genius Report. The president and editor-in-chief, the boy genius himself, Jonathan Geller, is here trying to make sense out of all of this. Jonathan, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You've got a website, bgr.com, boygeniusreport.com. That's you. And you know all about this Apple 4S battery problem. Tell us.
A lot of people have complained about 4S battery life. It's probably a software thing, so there will be a software update to fix that pretty soon.
Is it serious?
There's a syncing issue that can happen, and that can definitely take a toll on your battery life, but it's not serious.
iPhones don't normally get negative publicity. Would you categorize this as some negative publicity?
I wouldn't say it's negative. I'd say it's a small subset of users that have a little bit of an issue.
Okay, so look,
and it's a faster phone, so there's going to be a little bit of a hit with battery life anyway.
So you're kind of dismissing this. I mean, this is not a big deal.
It's not their big antenna-gate thing that happened last year with the original iPhone 4.
Antenna-gate, okay.
Antenna-gate.
Well, let's not get into that. I've forgotten all about that.
Can I just say one thing, which is that my BlackBerry, I'm not defending Apple here, but my new BlackBerry Curve, it has a very short battery life as well. I think all of these new smartphones are overloaded with apps. Is that true?
There's a lot of things that can happen on your phone to take a toll on battery life. BlackBerry's usually been very, very solid, but yeah, at this point, consumers are used to plugging their phone in once or twice or 3 times a day to charge it.
Oh, by the way, the market agrees with you that this is not a major problem for Apple. The stock is down all of 40 cents at the moment, 55 cents at $404 a share. Oh, only down 39 cents. So, boy genius, you are right yet again. Now, Hewlett-Packard. Leo Apotheker says, no more personal computers. We're getting out of that line of business. In comes Meg Whitman. She says, hold on a second, we're going to stay in that business. Your take is?
I mean, it's definitely the right move. When I think of
What's the right move? Get back into it?
Well, I mean, they never got out of it.
Stay in it.
But stay in it, and it's the right move. I mean, you have a company that's going to split up and then compete with your enterprise solutions. It doesn't make much sense.
So, you think it will stay as one of the world's premier technology companies?
Well, I mean, their profits aren't doing really well in terms of the computer industry. I mean, it's hard to beat Apple. It's hard to beat Dell. They're #1, but I think it only adds about 16% to their top line in terms of profit. So it wasn't a bad decision. It's that when you think of HP, you think of computers, you think of printers. Nobody really in the consumer side thinks of the enterprise. And I think that's the issue they have, is weighing those businesses.
I just see a lot of big-name technology companies that are not going anywhere. I mean, they're well-run companies. They make a lot of money. The Intels of this world, the Ciscos of this world, the Microsofts of this world, and now Hewlett-Packard, their stock price, I'm just talking stock price for a second, it just stays in this very, very narrow band. Make a lot of money, go nowhere. Apple is the exception. Amazon is an exception. They're going the other way. They're going straight up. What's going on?
I mean, it's just about focusing on what your company is about. I don't even think at this point HP knows what HP is. You have a company like Apple or Amazon that are very, very focused on what they do, and especially what they don't do. And that's, I think, is a big difference in terms of running those companies. Apple's very specific on the products they do, as is Amazon.
What's the best technology company in the world?
Apple.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Totally. You're sold.
Absolutely.
You dismiss this battery problem. It's a 55-cent problem. That's
yeah,
it,
I mean,
right?
And not even. But it's not an issue at all. But I think, pound for pound, they're the best technology company in the world. They're also the most valuable. What
can you tell us about the Apple 5? I don't know, what's the correct expression? The 5G, or what is it? Is the
5G, I suppose.
Yeah, the iPhone 5.
Thank you. iPhone 5.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's supposed to be very, very thin. It's supposed to have a larger screen, better camera, and it will be 4G as well to take advantage of all the new networks in the US and abroad. So it's probably looking like a June to Q3 release next year.
One of the teenage visitors to my house the other day showed me some item that's on the web where they'd simulated the new iPhone 5 and up came a virtual screen. You know what I mean? Have you seen this?
I have. It's like a hologram.
Yes.
And it displays, there's a keyboard you can type on a desk.
So you can put the iPhone right there in front of you, and the keyboard is in lights. It's not really there, but it looks like it's there, and you can type onto it, and then you've got this virtual screen that comes. 30 million views of this futuristic thing. Now, that's just a representation of the way some guy thinks it might look.
And we're not even talking about the Apple TV, which is a whole nother thing, which may supplant Netflix and all the other things in terms of their deals with the Hollywood.
Is it possible to get a hologram into a iPhone 5 and make it work?
It's not going to be in the iPhone 5, but there actually are things you can buy in terms of a Bluetooth keyboard that will allow you to type on your desk using a projected laser.
But not the hologram,
Not the hologram.
virtual screen.
Not quite yet.
You'd buy that if you saw it,
In a
wouldn't you?
second.
That's a real groundbreaker.
That's really cool.
All right, boygeniusreport.com. I'm making a joke, but you were very good, and we appreciate you being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much indeed. Jonathan Geller.